Morning everyone. This is just a little low budget film on the. No, it's not a low budget film at all, but it is very low budget. What you see is what you get. Don't expect amazing editing. This is literally a low. I couldn't really care less. If it's boring, it's boring. I don't care. What a great way to start a video. Anyway, here's the 2021 Turbo Levo 4-month review. Yeah, want to stand up? Here's our bike. Here's our bike amidst the lovely backdrop of 3 garbage bins, a weird clothes thing, clothes rack. You know, I've really pulled out all the stops for this video. Obviously we don't have Swiss Alps behind us, but you're not here for the Swiss Alps. You're here for the Specialized Turbo Levo 2021 Comp model. So I haven't made a video for a little while. You might know, you might not know, you might not care. But it's only because I just haven't. I've been slack and lazy. That's pretty much it. So everyone holding out for those range tests, you're committed, you're dedicated. Eventually I do plan on doing them, but as you can tell, it's been like 2 months since I did the last one, and there's no upload yet. So keep sitting at home and waiting, fingers crossed. Shout out to the one guy who asked if I was okay. You're out there caring for my health and well-being, so thanks for that. No, in all seriousness, I haven't actually been doing much mountain biking lately. I've done a bit here and there, but not really enough for like a video, or not long enough to do the actual range test, where I've got to be riding for upwards of 4 or 5 hours consistently by myself. I've been focusing on the road bike actually of late, training for a 500 kilometer bike ride in one day, which should be interesting. It should be interesting. I tried to do it last year. I got to 370 and horribly blew up. It was like an explosion, really. So we never made the full 500 last year. Hopefully this year's the year. In saying 500k, we've also got an odd 6,000 meters of climbing there, so it's not like the cruise along the beach. But I thought, why not do a 4-month review on the bike, because that's what you're all here for. As you can tell, the bike is relatively dusty and dirty. I just got back from Derby for the long weekend, and I haven't yet cleaned it. So it'll be interesting to have a look what's inside that charge port to see if there's dirt or moisture, because really I haven't touched this bike for like a month. I don't think I've actually cleaned it for a month. And when I do clean it, I've got to say this with an asterisk next to it, I don't pressure wash it. So everyone just move along. The one random commenter who's like, oh, you pressure wash your bike, you're such an idiot, it's gonna get in the bearings, blah, blah, blah. I don't pressure wash it. No one does. Stop leaving those comments. For everyone who doesn't know, I'll do a little recap over the whole 4 months, not just like recent occurrences. So 3 weeks in to getting this amazing bike, before I do go into the problems I've had with this bike has been amazing. Like it's kick-ass. It really is kick-ass. I had someone get on it the other day who's like, they're properly into bikes and their suspensions and whatever. They don't like e-bikes, they don't rate them, but they're like hardcore into it. Got on it straight away, said it was the best suspension setup they've ever been on. Which says a lot, considering I haven't actually touched this since I got it from the shop out of sheer laziness. So, 3 weeks in, I took it to the bike shop for an update, a software update or firmware. And basically what happened, it was fine until then. And then I got the update thing and it was like, oh, you need to update on your phone. I couldn't do it at home. I had to take it to the local retailer because that's the good marketing move they pull. Took it in for the update and it died. The battery died mid-update in the shop. It made it look bad on me because it looked like I was pulling a dodgy, but I swear to God I wasn't. And that was that. I got a warranty. 3. That's for everyone who's saying not to keep it fully charged as well, stored. This is for you guys. Yes, I got a warranty battery for like the 3 or 4 weeks that it took to get my replacement, which was amazing. It was amazing service. I can't speak any higher of them. About 1.5 months in, I found moisture inside the charger, which we'll take a look at soon. Again, I got slayed for washing my bike incorrectly, even though I was open about it and said that I hadn't. It turns out if you say you don't wash your bike with a pressure washer, everyone thinks you do. And also the rear wheel was real loose. It came loose twice. Somewhere in not the through axle, but like that bit. I've had a mind blank and I can't be bothered refilming this video. That bit. There's like a bolt in there. It just keeps coming loose. It's come loose twice now. And it just sucks. Like it might not be anything to do with this particular bike, but it's never happened to me before. It happened twice on this. Maybe it's an e-bike problem because there's so much extra torque going through. I don't know. I'm just telling you what's happened. Then we get to 2 months in, and if we turn this back on, we had flashing lights here. So 1 blue light and 1 red light, and it was just like bloop, 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 and the motor would cut out. That happened when I tried to use pedal assist, or not pedal assist, like the push assist. That one, like when you're walking up and you wanted to pedal for you because it weighs 23 kilos and your small arms can't push it, which is the story of my life. So when I tried to do that, it would just cut out, stop working completely. I found through the comment section on some of my videos, some people had said that if you hold it off, like for 10 seconds, I can't remember what it was. I think it was 10 seconds. Turn it off, turn it back on. She's all good. I found that if I just turned it off mid-ride, back on, it would work again. I mean, that's the dodgy way to go about it. It's probably not good for the long-term health of the bike, but that's what I did. So yeah, I should also point out that firmware update, which killed my motor originally. When I got killed the battery. When I got the new battery, it actually didn't have the new firmware update on it, and I haven't since gotten it. I've been too scared to go in and get the firmware update again, just in case it kills it again. I have read online, right when I got this bike, that the firmware update it had been known to cause issues, but then I thought I'll stuff it. It'd be a good video. But now it's not a good video. Now it's just inconvenient. So I've left it. I've moved on. But now we get to today. So that was a full summary of previous videos, up until about 2 months ago, and then I sort of went dark on the world. Not really. I'm okay. I'm okay. That one guy who commented, "Are you okay?" I'm not paying you out either. I'm respect you. But at the same time, I don't want everyone commenting, "Are you okay?" on every video I ever post, because I'll just comment, "Yes, I am," and everyone will move on. So today, the rear wheel issue of being loose, it happened a 3rd time. Which it's a bit inconvenient, really. Like, it's not a major issue. I guess if you're like into checking your bike and tightening everything, it's no issue at all. but it does suck. Like it's still an issue, regardless of whether it's easy to fix or maintain or whatever. It's still a problem which has never happened on any other bike that I've owned over the last, I don't know, 15 years. I don't know how long I've been riding bikes. I wasn't riding bikes like professional athletes do when they're like 5 and winning races, though, that's for sure. I was barely off training wheels. Now, that flashing light, which comes up when you try to get your push assist, that is still an issue. Currently, well, as of 2 days ago, it wouldn't work. The actual push assist just doesn't work now. Let's try it now, actually. All right, so we've got the bike on. We're gonna hold our little push assist button in a minute. And what should happen is that these will spin around as if someone's pedaling at a relative pace. Like it's meant to be able to. I've had times where I can't actually keep up with it. That's how fast it's going, which is great. So we hold it in, it goes a little bit, and then it just sort of, this is its maximum pace, as you can tell. Like this isn't me holding the bike. That was just what it is. Oh, it's now we've got this is how it's meant to be. But as you can tell, so it does appear to be completely normal now. But as you can tell, when I started that just then, there was nothing. You could tell there was nothing. You could tell it was suffering. So I think under load, when you're actually going up a climb, like obviously this is flat. This is dead easy for it to get on top of. But I think when you're actually needing to use it uphill, it can't keep up with the load and goes kaput. So basically that's been happening where it just doesn't work. Emergency lights come up, the whole bike won't start, then I've got to turn it off and go through the motions of resetting it. Which sucks. It does suck. Like I barely use this mode. If that mode wasn't there and just didn't exist, I wouldn't care. Like there's no need for it. Other than that, well, apparently I fixed it, so so we'll turn that off, not that it matters. That's pretty much the summary of the issues that I've had. This video is focusing on the issues, because most updates do. It wouldn't be a very good video if I was like, this bike was awesome, I loved it, gee, it's good. I've had some issues. 4-month summary done. Everyone knows the bike's good. You're watching this for the reasons it might not be good. That's how these videos work. It's negative focus, but it has its reasons why it's negative focus. If you wanna watch what I actually think of this bike and how good it actually is, these problems aside, just go click on any other video virtually. So if we look down here, I haven't opened this since I last charged it, which would have been like 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago. It's just been, every time I've used it, I've just used a little bit of charge and then it's slowly gone down. So like, I've been using it a lot also, not actually turned on. So while we're here on this 4-month review, I may as well cover this. When I went to Derby, I went with people who didn't have e-bikes, and they were a bit dubious on me actually bringing this. But at the end of the day, I was like, oh, I can just turn it off and ride with you. Now this wouldn't work if you're both the same level of fitness, because you've got a potentially 15 kilo weight discrepancy just thrown in there. If you're exactly the same fitness, exactly the same strengths, weight, and someone's got a 15 kilo heavier bike, you're screwed. But it worked for me. I was a bit fitter than the other people. And I could pedal this thing around without any issues. Like, I'll put a link to my rides in the description. But I went for several, like 2-hour rides, back to back with the other guys. We got like 700 meters of climbing, 20 plus kilometers each time. Like it was decent little rides each time. But yeah, I did the majority of them without the bike turned on. I think I turned it on once at one stage for like a sharp little pinch, but I reckon total time this bike was actually turned on for the Derby weekend when I was actually riding with them was less than 2 minutes, I reckon. I did go out by myself later once they were all cooked and just smash it in full turbo mode. But no, you can ride. If you get an e-bike, it doesn't mean the end of riding with people without e-bikes for you. Obviously I could have ridden with it turned on, but you know, you're losing fitness. It's great fun, but at the end of the day, it's not really. It's sort of cheating. I feel bad if I'm riding an e-bike with people who don't have e-bikes. Obviously, there's the exceptions where I can go for rides with people fitter than me, but this isn't one of those situations. So I'll link those rides in the description if you wanted to check them out for your own interest on what this bike can do with non-e-bike riders without it being turned on. I went for one the other day as well. Down, not a Derby, but a bit of a different scene, and I'll put that one in there as well. But what everyone's been waiting for, actually probably not, is there moisture inside the charging port? I would say yes. This looks like some weird brown rust sort of stuff. Obviously it's not rust because, actually it might be, I don't know. Hopefully you can see that. The actual little charging bits don't look like they've been affected, more like the surrounding area. So this little rubber seal all around here, I believe this, like it's not ideal that it gets wet, but you know, there's nothing stopping this section here from getting moisture in it. But in here, you've got these little rubber seals, and that is meant to prevent anything getting in here, like anything, moisture, dirt, anything. So yeah, it's not ideal. I have to clean that later with like a glass cleaner or something. But that's a 4-month review, an honest review. I'm not paid by Specialized. I wish I was. If I was, I'd be like, this bike is great. I've had no issues. You'd know if I was paid. If Specialized is watching this, you can pay me. I'm going to be upfront about it. I don't care if anyone's watching this and wants to pay me. I'll take it. I don't have values. It's funny, but it's true. I hope you enjoyed it, and see you on the trails.